The following opinions are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTest.com, and today we're going to inspect the features and accommodations of the Absolute Navetta 48. She's the smallest of Absolute's Navetta lineup, which is intended for cruising with comfortable accommodations, maximum interior living space, and 3 outside entertainment venues. That's a tall order for a 48-foot yacht, so let's see how they've done. We'll start where most people will board, at the swim platform. The teak makes footing secure and it looks classy, thus setting the tone for the whole vessel. The platform is hydraulic, allowing for launching a tender and creating a private beach, and when lowered, a set of stairs is revealed to the aft deck. 3 port and starboard stairs lead up to the aft deck, with the starboard ones for guest boarding at 24 inches wide and the port ones just 13 inches wide for crew movement when docking. On the aft deck, there's transom seating behind a solid wood table on a large diameter stainless steel single support. Under the bench seating is storage for a life raft meeting CE parameters. There's additional storage under the Flybridge stairs for gear. The overhead lights, system switches, and a stereo remote are located on the starboard side bulkhead. The cockpit is protected by a hardtop that is 6 feet 9 inches off the deck and extends to the transom as well as to the side gunnels. Absolute has designed in a welcome sun and privacy shade that lowers vertically from the hardtop to the transom bench seating. Because the hardtop covers the entire aft deck, this area can also be enclosed for 3-season cruising or entertaining when the evening turns cool. The deck is teak and all clearances have been carefully calculated to allow for 3 folding chairs to face the table, thus serving 6 guests for al fresco dining. There's also just enough clearance between the table and the stairs to the flying bridge. There are 8 stairs with teak treads from the aft deck up to the flying bridge. It's easy to see that the upper deck of the Navetta 48 is designed to entertain with a solid wood table, wraparound seating, a grill, full-size sink, refrigerator, and ice maker. The upper deck has a cantilevered hardtop with swept-back structures connecting aft and 2 small diameter stainless steel supports forward that are nearly invisible. Moving inside from the cockpit through the 2-part sliding door that has an opening which is 6 feet 5 inches high, 5 feet wide. When fully opened, it makes the aft deck and the galley one large space. Entering from the aft deck, the first impression is the effects of the tremendous amount of glass all around in the main cabin as we look forward. The windows provide excellent visibility that gives the Navetta 48 main deck interior an open and airy feel, which is only enhanced with the fully opened aft door. The galley has 6 feet 8 inches of headroom. Features include a solid surface countertop, full-size dishwasher to port, a trash bin, an electric 2-burner cooktop with C-rails, a deep stainless steel sink with contemporary faucet that pulls out, and a microwave. Above the large galley window are 4 cabinets. On the starboard side is an additional countertop with wine cooler below and a latched 58-gallon refrigerator with a small freezer above. Above that is storage space. Separating the galley and the salon is a frosted privacy glass partition that opens and closes with a switch in the galley. This is a clever feature which will control heat, as well as differentiate the galley from people sitting at the dinette. Moving from the galley to the main salon, there are 2 6-inch steps. The 6 foot 8 inches of headroom continues into the salon. It has a dinette with J-shaped bench seating around a table mounted on a high-low pedestal that opens up to form a dining table. Note that the decking, both here and below, is Duramask oak with a saw-cut effect. Most major builders these days are going to synthetic interior decking for durability and easy repair. Above on both sides, air conditioning comes out of a stylish opening in the valance which eliminates the ugly look of a grate and cools the room more evenly. The wraparound windshield and large side windows gives those in the salon a panoramic perspective from practically anywhere in the salon. Note that the windows extend below the backs of the seats. Under the starboard side sofa is dedicated storage for dinnerware and glasses. Behind the sofa is an electric lift that can accommodate up to a 42-inch flat screen. As we head below, the atrium above allows light to brighten the foyer during the day. This interior drawing illustrates the functional layout of the Absolute 48. The master stateroom is forward with its head to starboard, the VIP stateroom is to port, and the guest stateroom is to starboard. They share a head which both can reach from the companionway to port. The master stateroom is in the bow, which is typical on this size boat. What is not typical is the layout. First, the bed is not jammed up into the forepeak as we usually see in forward cabins on most boats. Second, access to the bed itself is not up 2 or 3 steps to become even narrower as the hull sides close in, making it hard to get in and difficult to make up. Rather, the head of the bed is on the side below the large windows and the bed extends diagonally into the cabin. And the side windows are remarkably large. Traditionally, boat builders worry about leaks in the bow windows and their strength, but evidently, Absolute has broken the code because the Navetta 48 has a CE B certification. Headroom is 6 feet 4 inches. The berth measures 79 inches long by 64 inches wide. In addition to the large windows, both sides have opening port lights. On both sides of the berth are valance reading lights and end tables. With access to both sides of the bed, Absolute was able to place drawer storage on both sides of the base. On the port side is a vanity with a built-in mirror, compartmentalized storage, and a stool. Next to it is a walk-in closet with a full-length mirror mounted inside the door, storage drawers, shelves, and a dedicated place for an emergency exit ladder, something that many boats simply don't have. On the starboard side is the master head. A pocket door entrance saves space, and it's one of 4 on the boat. The first thing we notice is the extensive use of Corian for the counters and HPL with marble nuances for the shower bulkheads. Multiple angled mirrors are mounted above the contemporary porcelain sink. From the companionway and down 2 steps is the VIP stateroom, with headroom ranging from 6 feet 4 inches to 6 feet 9 inches. The berth has access on both sides and measures 79 inches long by 56 inches wide. Light pours in through the large hull-side window and an opening port light. Forward is a cabinet that could use a higher fiddle on top. It has an opening cabinet with shelves, and above is a 42-inch TV. Rich-looking dark wood frames the 2 full-length mirrors in contrast with the light-colored wood vanity. This theme of dark wood framing light tones is continued throughout the accommodations deck. A walk-in closet is unusual in a VIP stateroom, but here it is on the Navetta 48, complete with drawers and cabinets in addition to hanging rods. There are nightstands on both sides of the bed with a headboard and sconce lighting. The courtesy lighting under the bed and hardwood steps help define the ups and downs of this cabin. Entering the guest stateroom to starboard, there are steps with courtesy lights. We find twin beds with gooseneck reading lights and a small night table between. The mirror at the head and on the hanging locker at the left make the cabin bright. The large hull-side window, along with an opening port light, add natural light and fresh air. The 2 guest staterooms share a common head compartment with 6 feet 4 inches of headroom. The separate shower enclosure has more of the marbleized HPL, just as with the master head, and has an adjustable shower wand. It's very unusual to have a standard crew cabin in a 48-foot boat. Entering through a hatch in the transom, we find a single berth, toilet, sink, storage, and combo washer-dryer. The space is kept light and airy with large hull-side windows built into the transom. With no formal crew, this makes another guest cabin, and of course, kids will love it. As we've seen, the Absolute Navetta 48 packs a ton of amenities and room in a 49-foot boat with a 15-foot 3-inch beam. She's been designed for entertaining and day boating, but she can also go coastal cruising in comfort thanks to her handling capabilities. But that's another video, be sure to look for it. For now, this is my full features inspection of the Navetta 48 from Absolute. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.